What's going on, everyone? So today in this video we're going to be talking about the new Dream PC build that I started working on just this past month. The code name for the PC is named Bankai. We decided that after our last computer just kind of bit the bullet, had a Windows update, we tried flashing it, it wouldn't come back, rebooted it, new hard drives, it just wasn't there. So we decided, well, we got a bunch of time on our hands, so why don't we start work on this PC? So yeah, just a quick reminder for everyone, I do stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Links are going to be down below in the bottom there. If you guys have any questions, you want to come talk tech, just hang out, chill, have any questions, feel free to hit me up down there. So the Dream PC build that kind of got started was when I found the Corsair 1000D case online. I found it, I was looking for just a normal full-size tower because I had a mini tower at the time, and I wanted to find something that was bigger form factor that would allow for a few more modifications that I wanted to do. I wanted to put in some more fans and things of that nature, and I came across this and I was like, wow, that is a beautiful case. It was really hard to comprehend trying to build inside of that case at first. So we originally started with that. We did pull some parts from our PC rig that did die. We brought over the CPU from that one. It's an Intel i7-8700. We brought that over. It's got the MSI Z390E Pro Gaming Carbon motherboard in it. We ended up putting 32 gigs of DDR4 3200 megahertz RAM into it with the Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM. And then from there, it was really trying to figure out what can we do to make this PC better. Originally, it started out as I wanted to build a streaming rig out of it, but we ended up just kind of scratching that idea, and we'll get into that a little bit later as far as to why that ended up happening. So we focused on turning it mainly into a gaming rig. I wanted a really powerful gaming rig because I'd been running on a 1060 for the longest time. So what we ended up doing is we brought the motherboard over, CPU, cleaned it up, put it in there, and from there we ended up going to our local store here, and we picked up a Samsung 970 Evo Plus NVMe 1 terabyte to give us a little extra more storage, because I had a 1 terabyte mechanical and a 500 gig 2.5 SSD, but I was running out of space and I wanted something that I could specifically put games on. And so we bought that, ended up throwing in a EVGA 2080 Super Ultra graphics card in there, and we after that decided, okay, well, I knew I was going to be going to overclock both the CPU and the GPU, so I wanted to make sure I had the right amount of fans. And with the Corsair 1000D in its intuitive fan rack system, you have the fan rack on the top, which is, it comes with a 140 millimeter rack. You can get 120, but you have to buy that through Corsair. So we put the 140 millimeter radiator up there. It was a 280 Corsair AIO water cooler that we put in there for the CPU to keep the temperatures there. It's been letting us run about 25C normally under just normal load, and then under heavy gaming load it will get to about 28, but that's about it. From there we then put in 10 120 millimeter LL120 fans into the case, 8 in the front, 2 in the back. It was real tricky trying to get all of it to link up and work together. Obviously, with the motherboard only had so many USB headers that we could work with. So what we ended up doing is the case by itself, when you buy it from Corsair, comes with one Commander Pro node in it. That will allow you to control 6 of your fans all together, plus it'll let me control the AIO water cooler. So what we did is we then picked up another Commander Pro and we daisy chained them together through the USB port hub connection on the Commander Pro. So that's what allows me to control all 12 fans within the case through the Corsair IQ software. So once we got all the fans installed, we figured out how to route it. Then it was the internal storage was trying to get that put in the actual like 2.5 SSD and the mechanical drives that I had. So the one beautiful fact that I love about this case is that when they designed it, throughout all of it, you'll see that they came up with the idea of how to make the cable porting super easy. There's punch throughs everywhere. You can thread it. It can make the cable management look so much cleaner on the front of the PC than I have seen in any other case I've ever worked in. It was really nice to get able to work with that because it made trying to route all of these fans easier. After that, it was really just trying to figure out, okay, so what is going to be the next step here? I know we had to have the ability to put the capture card in. So we put in the Elgato HD60 Pro into it because that's what the current CPU would support. So we put that in there, and that's what we use to capture all of our footage when we game for the webcam. After that, it was trying to figure out, I knew I wanted, with the size of the case, I wanted both PCs to be put into it. So what we ended up doing is we ended up deciding that for right now, this is going to be the stage 1 of the computer build. And stage 2, we already secured the new streaming PC CPU, which is an AMD Ryzen 7 3800X. That's going to be the new CPU. We're waiting for the motherboards to come back in stock right now, but you know, with everything going on with COVID and everything, trying to find computer parts right now isn't the easiest. But so that's going to be the next step, is putting in the streaming PC where it is currently, where the gaming PC is currently right now. And then once that's done, we're actually going to swap the gaming CPU over to a mini ITX build that's going to sit in the bottom. And then after that, the final step is going to be doing a custom closed loop water cool system for it. But all in all, it was an amazing build to get to work with. I will say, in the end, was it probably a little overkill? Yeah, but you know what? The computer was designed to be a statement piece, and that's what it's going to be. So I will keep you guys updated as we go further into the builds with everything. But yeah, that is where the current stage 1 Bankai is right now.